You know, I shouldn't be podcasting right now. Last time you guys saw me was Sunday, right? I was scheduled to be a podcast yesterday, but make you ask what about Monday? There was nothing Monday, right? There was nothing Tuesday. At least there was something scheduled Tuesday, but there was nothing even scheduled for Monday night. Now, let's use our context clues. Let's use our context clues and wonder why there's nothing Monday. Oh, almost. Oh, seems like I'm about to give you a hint. Yeah, I involuntarily gave you a hint. Because, see, I was coughing my lungs out on Sunday due to mold poisoning, black mold poisoning. The one thing that could actually keep me flat on my back, barely able to walk. And I tried to get up Monday to watch Monday Night Raw, and I passed out. I didn't wake up. I went to sleep like around. I passed out like around 6 o'clock. I didn't wake back up until about 11 a.m. the next day. I could not breathe. I could barely talk. When I did talk, I sounded like Goldust after his gimmick where he got electrocuted. I could not eat. I could only have apple juice go down my system. Even the hot tea that I made myself with this butane survival stove right here that probably could have blown me straight to hell. I couldn't even drink that. And I almost shit myself multiple times. I guess now I'm an official wrestler since I almost shit myself multiple times. Because drinking apple juice makes you shit yourself. Or almost shit yourself. But back to the black mold, yeah. Doctor says that if it wasn't for my immune system, I'd be dead in my sleep. So I'm lucky I didn't die Monday when I couldn't do a podcast for you guys. But don't worry, I don't blame you guys for no well wishes or anything like that, or no. I hope you feel better when you saw me damn near dying on camera. You know, the last person who did that was Owen Hart. It's been about a good 20 something years since somebody died on camera wrestling related. Hell, even Jerry the King didn't pull that one off. Anyway, I'm back. I'm at 85%, and this is your XWF Heavyweight Champion Chaos here for your TNA Impact Wrestling October 13th, 2016 review. We started off with Eddie Edwards. He had his newly minted and encrusted TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Still not as prestigious as the XWF Championship, but it's somewhere near there. Anyway, he comes out, does the whole shtick where I thank everybody who supported me. 14 years, we did it, woohoo. Now, here's the thing. He baited Bobby Lashley about a good 4 times before Bobby comes out and chokes the shit out of him, starts beating the hell out of him. This says that he wants his rematch right then and there, pulls out a chair, and proceeds to get ready to beat the shit out of him some more until Moose, the guy who horizontally masturbates Casper the Friendly Ghost every time he comes out, and Ethan, I choked so much I might as well be a failed porn star, Carter the Third. At least that's probably what Eli Drake will call him. Come out for the save. See, I'm talking so much I can barely breathe. I guess I'm not fully back to where I should be. Or maybe I should just let my whole persona drop and go back to gold dust the way I was talking 2 days ago. Shit. Speaking of gold dust, oh wait, we can't do that for copyright purposes. Yeah. Anyway, so it's announced later on that Bobby Lashley's rematch clause has been terminated or deleted into this now. Obsolete. We'll get to those guys later on as well. But and he has to earn his spot back in the title picture, which he doesn't really have to earn it. He just has to fight somebody before he gets to face Davey Richards, which is kind of fitting, seeing as Cody's supposed to face. No, not Davey. Is it Davey Richards? It's Eddie Edwards, right? Where the fuck is Davey Richards? Where the fuck is where the fuck is Davey Richards? Like on some real shit. I'm about to tweet that shit. Like, isn't his leg fixed or some shit already? Anyway, Eddie Edwards is the champion. My bad. I don't wanna get a what culture? It's chaos o'clock. Although that shit probably look dope as fuck. Anyway, I digress. Fuck you. I'm sick still. So anyway, Bobby Lashley has to face the winner of who will be decided later on in the night. Which I'm gonna spoil it now. It was between Moose and EC3. The next segment after that, where that was announced, was the not the King Round match, that's the way it used to be called, the Grand Championship match between Jesse Goddard and Aaron Rex. And Jesse Goddard had control of the first 2 rounds, won the first 2 rounds, and then Aaron Rex got the pin, which was kind of expected, but it kind of made him look weak if you think about it, because strategically, I don't know. I feel like they should have waited like 2 more weeks before they did a win like that for him. They should have had him like squash him. Other people didn't have that happen and have him like have a feud, and then maybe let Jesse Goddard get the belt, have a little bit of singles time to himself, because he could do good as a champion for that belt. Show a little bit of his full on wrestling talent aside from his just massive pectorals. Like Goku would say, his pectorals are not big enough. That's a SSJ 9000 joke. Make sure you subscribe to those guys. They're for him. He's funny as fuck, actually. If you like Dragon Ball Z, you will laugh your fucking ass off. Next match was DJZ versus, I forgot what the fuck his first name is, but his last name is Rocket something or some shit like that. Anyway, they faced off, and DJZ won, which I was a little surprised because Rocket, I don't know, he seemed like he was gonna get the win. DJZ looked a little scared at a few points in the match, but I also kind of understand you don't want the person to win on their debut. Another match, I was kind of questioning who would win because, you know, if it was WWE the way it was hyped up, then wait. Let me pause. Think about this. They had a power versus championship match, right? In TNA. Then they had Eddie Edwards. Jesus, I keep on calling him Davey Richards. Eddie Edwards. That's why Eddie Edwards needs this push, so you don't get the names confused. They had Eddie Edwards win the TNA championship. Isn't it kind of weird that both of those things happened right around the time that Dolph Ziggler won the Intercontinental Championship and he had his career versus title match? It's just a little odd. That's all. That's just me thinking. But anyway, speaking of the power versus title match, I actually thought Maria was going to win, especially when I saw that Madison Rayne was out there. I thought Madison Rayne would probably act like she's on Gail Kim's side and then do something to interfere in the match, and that Gail Kim would lose the title and Maria would still have power. Or they pull some type of Stone Cold and Bret Hart angle, and it would be like a double turn or some shit along those lines. Speaking of turns and stuff like that, there was booing actually during the Grand Championship match, and for some reason I feel like it was towards Aaron Rex, but can't be sure with the audio because where the fuck was half of the people's interest music during Impact today? I know I'm not the only person because I got cable vision, but I use my iPad because it's like cable box. But I digress. Mike Bennett's music wasn't there. DJ Z's music came in late. Uh, it was somebody else's music that wasn't in. Like they didn't have their audio mixes up. What the hell was up with that? I really don't know. But anyway, so Gail Kim won the match. Like I was talking about, I was actually surprised. I thought that there'd be an interference or some type of screw job finish so that Maria would still have power. But turns out that she lost. And before that, actually, the match that her husband had with Cody, since we can't call him Cody Rhodes, so we say Cody and Brandy Rhodes, so that she could get away with it. Copyright loopholes. It's gonna get Dixie in trouble one day. Oh, speaking of TNA news, you guys may know now, but Billy Corgan has filed a lawsuit against TNA, and on top of that, he has a restraining order out against Dixie Carter and her husband, Sergio Salias, or some shit like that. It's weird. No, I do not do cocaine. I was just rubbing my nose because I felt like there was a booger in it. Fuck you. Anyway, you know, I'm surprised. I mean, I think I see why TNA Impact, my reviews for TNA Impact get a lot more views than my other stuff. Because TNA is actually interesting to watch. And speaking of that, I'm gonna talk about the guys that are the reason I started watching TNA, because I took a few months off. Like right after the Dollhouse came, like maybe 2 months after the Dollhouse came in, I took a break right up until the what's that? The first match that Matt and Jeff had, the final deletion. Between the second month of the Dollhouse and the final deletion, I took a break from TNA. Anyway, um, the Hardys came out and they were celebrating the fact that they have the championships, and then Broken Matt has a premonition that their next tag team competitors will be out there in the Impact Zone. Lo and behold, the Tribunal, I forgot what the fuck their other names were. I remember them as Sylvester LaForte and Marcus Louis from NXT. I'm not really, I forgot what the fuck the other one's going on. The only reason I know one of them is because his name is Baraka, and that reminds me of the motherfucker from Mortal Kombat, who he looks like. So they probably did that to fuck with him. If you're watching this, they named dropped the fucking Mortal Kombat character. What the fuck is the other guy's name, though? If anybody knows what the other guy's name is, the big, bulky, fucking Middle Eastern looking French guy that's with him, can you please put it in the comments? Because I forgot what the fuck his name is, and it's going to irk me until I go on a rampage through Google and just fucking rape my phone if it doesn't give me the right answers. Wait, let me not say that, because if I run for president, then they might use these tapes against me. Wait, I don't give a shit. Anyway, so now the Tribunal versus the Broken Hardys will be the feud that goes on for the TNA championships. Will they get the titles? I doubt it. But it would be a good thing, because after Smokey Bear or whatever, Aiden O'Shea or whatever the fuck his name is, had his little talk with the Tribunal, maybe they're gonna grow balls and actually be relevant, or they could just be the ascension of TNA, which they do have the potential to be. That's sarcasm. You don't need potential to be what the ascension is. Main event time, because I named every match. That was every match. So yeah, main event time, and it's Moose versus EC3. Wait, no. I mentioned Cody, and then I digressed. Cody versus Mike Bennett. Cody Rhodes got the win on that one after a bunch of distractions from Maria, which I'm surprised Brandy didn't just get up and slap the shit out of her. But he gets the pin 1, 2, 3, and now he moves on next week to face Eddie Edwards. Yeah, I got it right this time. Eddie Edwards for the TNA Championship. However, I thought he was gonna beat the shit out of Eddie Edwards while he was standing there holding his ribs, because the way they were talking just seemed very fake and like plastered together and shit. It just didn't seem right. It seemed like somebody who's gonna talk to me somewhat like, like that fake honey. like when you read a book, it's like that honey sick sweetness poison, whatever the fuck they call it, where you know somebody's not being real with you. That's how I felt looking at that discussion. It was like two high school bitches who can't stand each other inviting each other to their sleepovers or some shit. But anyway, nothing happened between the exchange, so they're gonna fight each other next week for the title. I don't know who's gonna hold it. It would be interesting if it's Moose versus Cody or some shit. If it comes down to that, because now it's Moose versus Lashley next week. So if Cody and Moose win, then they'll be facing each other. I guess the week after that for the title. That would be kind of cool. But then Eddie Edwards will only have a 2 week title reign or 3 week title reign. 3 weeks. This is the first week. Next week, 2 week title reign. He'd be a Christian, wouldn't he? Well, not a religious Christian. But you get the point. Anyway, I already said Moose won. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3 on EC3, and I guess this is about as long as the universe is gonna let me talk. Not the WWE universe, like the actual universe, because I'm about to call fucking long. Ugh. This has been chaos, and I'm probably gonna try and eat that cup of soup that's behind me over there if I can, because I'm sick as fuck. Well, not anymore. Let me not say that, because I might wake up feeling worse than I did 2 days ago. But still kind of sick. Hopefully, I feel better when I wake up. Uh, oh yeah, I got 2 turtles back there too. Yeah, and you know what else I have? I have the off button. Now I'm out of here. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins.